almost fell down there, sorry about that. I have not been drinking. I know with the blood on the head, and the twisting of the ankle, and the blood loss, I could be getting dizzy. I don't know. This is a song. Let me get a drink of water. I guess I probably didn't need to narrate that, but you probably would have figured out. This song kind of reminds me of the father of the classical guitar, Segovia. And I wrote this song, but it's very much in the Spanish classical guitar style. And I'm kind of into Joseph Campbell and Carl Jung and that kind of stuff, you know, hero's journey and all that. And part of the hero's journey says that when the hero accepts the call to adventure, oftentimes a magical weapon or a magical charm from the gods is bestowed on him, and kind of a miracle. And Segovia's story was he was this amazing guitarist in a time when the guitar was not really considered that much of a real instrument. It wasn't played in concert. It was a long time ago, believe it or not, the guitar used to be considered a real outside kind of instrument. But he dedicated his life to it, and he wanted to make it be taken seriously as an instrument. He knew he needed a better guitar than what he had, though, and he had no money. He was this amazing guitarist. He moved to Madrid, and he went into this luthier's shop, this guitar maker's shop, and said, you know, I'm on this mission to make the guitar be a serious instrument. And I can't afford any of your guitars, but maybe I could rent one. And the guy said, well, that's an interesting idea. Let me hear you play. And so he said, okay, well, what do you got for me to play? He says, well, I'm not going to have you play that crappy guitar you walked in here with. I can see that thing's no good. And you've never heard how a guitar should really sound. And so he gave him the best guitar he'd ever made in the shop and says, I want to hear you play this. And he started playing. And he had never heard himself playing on a good guitar. All the notes worked, it was in tune, and he went into a trance and just played and played and played in that room. And when he came to, there was this other guy there in the room with him, along with the luthier, and that guy said, man, you have a gift for music, but you're never going to get anywhere playing the guitar. The guitar is not a serious instrument. Why don't you come over here to the university? I teach at the university. We can retrain you on the violin. If you can do that on the guitar, you can do it on the violin in not too long. And Andre said, it's too late. I'm in love with this instrument. I'm in love with this instrument, and I've dedicated myself to it. And the professor said, well, she's going to break your heart, man. And he says, it's too late. I can't turn away from her. She needs me. The guy said, okay. And he left. And then Andre went to the luthier and said, okay, so about the guitar rental. And the guy said, no, that's your guitar. And that's the guitar he began his concert career with, and that's the guitar he always played, and he did in his lifetime make the guitar into a serious classical instrument because of the way he played it and because of that guitar. So, I'm going to play this song. It kind of reminds me of what I think it might have sounded like in that room.